So let us go for two word problems from exercise 6.5 part. So I have gone for question number 18 first. You need to understand the question first. It is given that there is a rectangular sheet whose length is 45 into 24. Length part is 45 and breadth is 24. And from each corner you have to cut a square. So these are the squares which you have to cut from each corner. The question is, what should be the length of this square, side of the square, so that the volume of the box which you will get, open box which you will get, should be maximum. Okay. So let me first make you understand about the figure. Say for example, this was a rectangular piece of tin sheet which we were having, and from each corner I have removed a square. And that length of the square I have assumed it as x. The length of the square which is removed from each corner is x. Now when I fold it, you will get the shape of a cuboid. Cuboidal box you will get, which is open at the top. Now this cuboidal box, the length part of this cuboidal box, the box which is now formed, will be 45 minus 2x, because x part from this side and x part from this side will be removed. When you are making a cuboidal box, this square side which is of side x, and this side also, this length of the side of the square is x. So when you are making a cuboidal box, so you have to subtract x from this end and x from that end. So the length part of the box will be 45 minus 2x. Similar case with the breadth part. The breadth part will the box will have its breadth 2x less than the original length of the sheet. So if the length of the sheet is 24, so x got removed from this part and x from this part. So when you bend it to form a box, the breadth part will be 24 minus 2x. Now when it comes to the height part of this box, this is the square which you have cut. So when you fold it to form a open box, the height part of the box will be x. This x, when you fold it, this will become its height. So this height part of the box will be x. Your question is to find this x part, the length of the side, so that its volume becomes maximum. So let us first denote the volume part. Let V denotes volume of the open box. Then volume is given by LBH, length into breadth into height. So your length part is 45 minus 2x, breadth part is 24 minus 2x, and height is x. Now we will try to group it in product of 2 so that we can use product rule. So I will multiply x with 24 minus 2x. So this will become 44 minus 2x into 24x minus 2x square. Next I will go for its derivative. So next I will write v dash x is equal to, this is your volume in terms of x. Now we will go for derivative of this function which is in terms of x. So using product rule says that we have to go for derivative of one of these two first. So I go for derivative of this one first, which is x minus, and derivative of 2x, x square is 2x, 2x into 2 is 4. So minus 4x plus 24x minus 2x square into derivative of this part 45 is constant, and for minus 2x derivative is minus 2. So this will give you can take here you will find that it is 44 minus 2x into, here I made mistake, it will be 24. Derivative of 24x is 24, and for minus 2x square it is 4x. So now from here you will find that you can take 4 common from here. So you will take 4 common from here, 45 minus 2x into 6 minus x. And here you can take 2 common, and 2 is already here. So 2 into 2 will become 4, and this is having minus sign. So minus 4. And when you take 2 common, it will become 12x minus x square. Now you can see that you can take 4 common between these two. So 4 is taken common. What is left? 45 minus 2x into 6 minus x is left. Minus, and you have taken 4 common. So it is 12x minus x square. Now you will multiply this. So 45 into 6, that is 6 5 30, and 3 6 4 24, 270. 45 into x minus 45x, minus 2x into 6 minus 12x, minus 2x into x plus 2x square, and bracket will get removed, minus 12x plus x square. So this is the value which you will get for v dash x. Next we will do the calculation. For that I have to pause first. So here we are. If you do the calculation for this part, 4 times of 2x square plus 3x square will become 3x square, minus 45 minus 12, that will become minus 69x, and 270 is the constant. So this can be written as 4 times of 3x square minus 69x plus 270. Now I will remove this part. So this will be equal to 3 can be taken common, so 12 times of x square minus 23x plus 90. Now we will go for its factorization. We are calculating, remember we are calculating v dash x. So 90, if you go for its prime factorization, 2, 45, 3, 15, 3, 5, and you need minus 23. So 3, 3 is 9, 2 is 18, 18 and 5. That is 23. So we can write it as x square minus 18x minus 5x plus 90. So this becomes 12 times of x common x minus 18 minus 5 common x minus 18. So this becomes 12 times of x minus 18 into x minus 5. So our v dash part is calculated. Now we will taking v dash x is equal to 0. So this implies this is a constant part. 12 times of x minus 18 into x minus 5 will be equal to 0. So either x minus 18 can be 0 or x minus 5 is equal to 0, because 12 is a constant which cannot be equal to 0. So from here you will get x is equal to 18 or x is equal to 5. So here you will neglecting x is equal to 18, as it is not possible to cut a square of side 18 centimeter. Why it is not possible? Because if you cut a square of side 18, 18 and 18 will become 36. So the value which we have considered for the box, the breadth part, which is 24 minus 2x. So for x is equal to 18, it will become 24 minus 36, which will negative, which is not possible. So we will neglect this part. So therefore the value of x which you will get is x is equal to 5. Now this is not over. Now you have to check whether this point which you have calculated, the value which you have calculated is a point of maxima or not, because your objective is to find that value of x for which the volume of this box should be maximum. So now for that part, what we will do is we will go for the second order derivative of this function which we have calculated. So we will go for v double dash x. So v double dash x, 12 is a constant, and when we go for its derivative, x minus 8 into derivative of x minus 5 is 1, plus x minus 5 into derivative of x minus 18 is 1. So this becomes 12 times of, so when you do the calculation you will get 2x minus 23. This is what you will get. Now you have to find whether x is equal to, by putting x is equal to 5, what you are getting, whether you are getting value greater than 0 or less than 0. So you will go for v dash 5. V double dash 5 is 12 times of 2 into 5 minus 23, which is 12 times of 10 minus 23, which is 12 times of minus 13, which is less than 0. And your second derivative test, it says that if v double dash x is 0, the value for which it is less than 0, that point is a point of maxima. So you will write next, that is, therefore by second derivative test, x is equal to 5 is a point of maxima. So this is a point of maxima, hence the volume of this cuboidal box will be maximum when the length of side of a square is 5 centimeter. That you will write in the final sentence, that The volume of this cuboidal box will be maximum when length of the side which is cut from each corner is 5 centimeter. This is how to solve question number 18. Next I will go for one more question from the word problem part. So here I am with another question number 25 of the same exercise. First I try to make you understand about the question part. So that semi-vertical angle of the cone of maximum volume. See here ABC is a cone, theta is the semi-vertical angle. We have to show that the semi-vertical angle, this theta part of cone of maximum volume and of given slant height is tan inverse root 2. So we have to show that if theta is the semi-vertical angle of a cone and L is the slant height which is given, then in that case the semi-vertical angle, this theta is equal to tan inverse root 2. We have to show that this semi-vertical angle, the value of this semi-vertical angle is tan inverse root 2 provided that the volume is maximum. So for this case, first what we will do, we will first explain the diagram which we have drawn. So here I have done it, that let ABC be a right circular cone, theta be its semi-vertical angle, let R, H and L respectively be its radius, height and slant height. We have to first define their dimension. Keep in mind that L, the slant part is given in the question, that means it is a constant, you will not take it as a variable here. We have to go for the volume part because we have to get maximum volume. So let V denotes volume of the cone. Now you know that volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. So here you have two variables r and h, and you need to have the expression for volume in terms of one variable before you go for its derivative. So the relationship you have to first find between r, h and l, and that you know. So what you can write here is, in right triangle A, let it be O, in right triangle AOC, r square plus h square is equal to l square. This is the relationship between radius, height and slant height. And here in this case you need the value of r square. So you can write r square as l square minus h square, name it as equation 1. Now you can come back to this expression for volume. Now V is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h, and you will replace r square by this value. So 1 by 3 pi r square will be replaced by l square minus h square into h. This is from 1. Why we did so? To convert this expression of volume in terms of one variable, and that one variable is h. Remember, L is not a variable here because slant height L is given. So you will treat it as a constant. So this is equal to 1 by 3 pi, and when you will multiply it will become L square h minus h cube. So this is the expression for volume which you will get. Next we will repeat the same process. We will go for derivative of this expression with respect to h because h is the variable here. Then we will equate it with 0 to get the critical points. Then we will go for second order derivative, and finally we will come to this result. So I will take a pause now to rub these all things, and we will move for further calculations. So I have written this expression r square is equal to l square minus h square here, and the value of v which we have got, the expression for v is here. So we will have to go for its derivative with respect to h because h is the variable. So it will become 1 by 3 pi, and for l square h, l is constant, so l square minus, and for h cube it is 3h square. So this will be the derivative of this function volume with respect to h. Now we will go for equating it with 0. So taking v dash h is equal to 0, this implies 1 by 3 pi l square minus 3h square will be equal to 0. 1 by 3 and pi are constant, so only this part can be equated with 0. So this you will get 3h square is equal to L square. So h square is equal to L square by 3. So you can say h is equal to L by root 3. So this is the value of h you will get. Next we will go for second order derivative to find whether this is a point of maxima or minima. So v double dash h, here is your v dash h. So v double dash h will be 1 by 3 pi, and derivative L is a constant, so 0 minus h square, the derivative will be 2h. So 2h into 3 will be minus 6h. So this will become 1 by 3 times pi of minus 6h. So this is minus 2, 3 to the 6 pi h. So this will be the value of v double dash h which you will get. So next, after calculating this value of v double dash x, we will check whether this is a point of maxima or minima. For that, what we will write, v double dash L by root 3, replacing h by L by root 3 will be minus 2 pi L by root 3, which is less than 0 because you have minus sign here. So which is less than 0. Therefore, by second derivative test, h is equal to L by root 3 is a point of maxima. So we got that this is a point of maxima. Okay, so once we got this as a point of maxima, now h is equal to L by root 3 implies that root 3h is equal to L. So this implies 3h square is equal to L square. Now we will put this value in equation 1. Why? Because our objective is to get this value, and tan theta is the ratio of perpendicular and base. Perpendicular is r and base is h. So we have to get a relationship between r and h. That can only be obtained by replacing L square from here. Then we will get a relationship between r and h. So now what we will do, putting L square is equal to 3h square in equation 1. So r square becomes 3h square minus h square. So r square becomes 2h square. So once you get this result, then you go for that tan theta is equal to r by h, p by b, and this is equal to, from here you can write r as root 2h. R will be equal to root 2h. So r can be written as root 2h by h. So since r is equal to root 2h, h will get cancelled. This is root 2. So therefore theta is equal to, tan theta is root 2. So theta is equal to tan inverse root 2. So we got the value of semi-vertical angle as tan inverse root 2, and this is the angle when volume becomes maximum, because we have proved that h is equal to L by root 3 is a point of maxima. So for theta is equal to tan inverse root 2, the volume will become maximum. So this is how you have to deal with the word problems which are there in this exercise.